horse and sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, Miss Pine to the horse and sleigh. Run the horse and say, hey, jingle bells,
Okay, Itamix Ganatani, good morning. It is just about 10 o'clock in the AM on Sunday, November 24th, 2019, in the tail sliver of the lunar cycle Itotstoi when cold arrives. So we're going to be entering into our second winter moon pretty quick here. On our way over to check the beavers, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. I meant to make a video yesterday, but I don't know, the day I had, things didn't pan out to just make a nice open and closed story with a video. You know, I got up and Chelsea and I kind of slept in yesterday morning, then I got up and took Polly for a run. It was pretty cool. That was Polly and I go out, you know, every day, like you've seen in some of my videos. But his typical run is about 1.5 kilometers, and then yesterday I brought him out with me for a mini version of one of my runs, and so we did a 5 kilometer, and that was a lot of exercise for Polly boy. Although, you know, he wasn't sore or anything, so didn't go overboard on him. But toward the end, he did start to drag. I was just starting to get my wind, and Polly was starting to drag. Anyway, after my run, I got ready and went down to the beaver site to check and see if the water was open, and sure enough, it was.
Hi!
So yeah, I got the Kody and the Reid with me today. We're on the mission, but we'll talk about that. Anyway, went down to the beaver site, started throwing the grappling hook and pulling some of the materials out of there. I learned some things in using the grappling hook. I mean, I've watched the beavers put together their winter food cache at Spokane for many years now, and it always looked to me as though, you know, they were sticking the ends of their foods. But, you know, at Spokane, it's mostly like bulrushes and cattails and stuff, and a little bit of willow. On the river, it was many other things. There was a lot of saplings and red willow, which is red osier dogwood, and in Blackfoot the translation is red willow. But I don't know that they were sticking those under the mud. What I learned in throwing the grappling hook is that there's some pretty big logs down on the bottom. some sizable logs, and I would get my hook caught once in a while, and I'd have to, you know, change sides and go from a different angle to get my hook uncaught. But at one point I saw one of the logs, because I kind of lifted it towards shore a little bit, and it was quite significant. I'm used to seeing big logs at the beaver food cache, but usually stacked on the top, and they're already, for the most part, stripped free of bark. They're just there to kind of weigh it down. I didn't realize that there could also be very heavy sunken logs underneath that they might be anchoring to. Anyway, I did that for a while. So does that seem very diminished? Does it seem like I made even an impact? I think I did. Look at all this. This is all I pulled out. I worked for about 2 hours. Since noon. It's about 2 o'clock now. So it's about 2 hours of work. I know the beavers are gonna probably take most of this back overnight. We'll see. They've been working hard over here at this tree that fell, and they're just taking big chunks of this back in there with them. There's several logs that are sunk under there that are heavy, and I think that's what's keeping me from being able to easily pull some of the remainder of what's here. But I'm gonna come back tomorrow, continue to work on it, and a bit windy. yeah, I'll come back, continue to work on it, and it's a race, you know. And the whole thing for me is just to make a sign, a signal to deter these beavers, this family. You know, they can't set up shop here, not right here. Lots of other places to set up shop, not right here. And so we'll see. I probably won't deter them from staying here this winter, but I'll diminish their food supply. It's going to be a tough winter for them. And if they try to actually build onto their lodge in spring, that's not happening. In fact, I might be relocating them pretty quick at that time. But yeah, that's all I can do for today. So this morning, of course, I want to go check out and see how much of the food that I pulled out yesterday was retrieved by the beaver overnight. And probably I'm going to end up throwing the grappling hook a few times while we're there. And then while I'm doing that, these two are going to go kind of search around for some treasures and plants and stuff in the nearby forest. And ultimately, I think after that, the three of us are going to go collect some materials to make a Christmas wreath. The only thing that could interfere, potentially, so Mr. Reid has a case of the slipsies this morning, and should he I've got one more diaper change along with us in case of an accident, but with the time it might take us to do these things, who knows, he could have a couple of accidents and we could be sent home. But we're gonna try to get the materials to make a Christmas wreath and get that all done before Chelsea comes home tonight as kind of a surprise homemade Christmas wreath. And who knows what else, we'll see what else the day holds. But those are
Christmas tree.
we're gonna buy a Christmas tree pretty soon. We're just waiting for November to be done. Then we're gonna get a big Christmas tree, or we'll go cut one of the two. But in the coulees, we can get some of the stuff to make a wreath.
Yay!
Yeah, that'll be fun, hey? Okay. The coulees is like down here by the river. That's what we like. All of these areas where we are right now, with these hills and stuff. These are the coulees. Okay, but first we gotta go to the dollar store because we need a couple of supplies. We need at least some scissors, maybe some, if they have any, some plant clippers,
Can we come in?
and definitely some wire. And yeah, you can come in. We're all gonna go in the dollar store and get some supplies. All right, so we're looking for clippers and wires and scissors. Let's see what we can find. This does not look like the aisle. Reid, this is not the right aisle. Maybe it's next aisle. Oh yes, this looks promising. Okay, I'm not seeing any clippers, not surprisingly, because it's not really gardening season or anything. But I did find some pretty decent scissors, okay, with a built-in sharpener in their case. And instead of wire, because they don't have wire either, I'm getting these black zip ties. They'll do the trick. And I found a pair of kind of wet hand gloves that I can use throwing the beaver stuff. You got a little pair of Cody scissors too? Right on. Okay, let's go pay. What are you doing? What are you doing? We don't need that.
We only got stuff.
Yeah, we got all our stuff. We gotta go pay. Let's go pay. I should have seen Cody forgot to wear her jacket. She only wore a sweater. So we're gonna have to go back to the house before we go collect plants and get her a real jacket. But in any case, you can see the food that I pulled out yesterday. Most of the big sticks and stuff that I pulled out yesterday are still here, which is good. Means these beavers didn't make too much headway overnight, beating me out on this. Still got some food cache to clear here. So I'm gonna throw the hook a few times, you know, maybe 20 throws or something, pull some out. Little by little, we'll get this all out of here. Try that one again, it's almost there.
I know Cody is behind.
Okay, in a fairly short amount of time, I've pulled quite a bit more beaver food out of the water here, adding it to my growing pile. Having seen how little of that the beaver took overnight, I now am confident that I can resolve this issue here with just the grappling hook. I think I can just keep, you know, visiting as long as the waters are open, pull some of this out of there. If there's a little bit left in there, it's not stopping the waterworks, so be it. Once this ice is over, it's not like the beaver's going to be adding to it. So I think the kids are getting anxious to get on with other things, so I think I'm going to come back in the morning. Instead of spopeaking me, I'll probably stop here, pull some more debris out, and before I get on with my day tomorrow, pull what I can out of here. And yeah, just keep taking it. And I think that's my best idea right now, to try to deter these beavers from wintering here. Maybe they already got the idea because they didn't steal much of this to add to their cache overnight, or who knows. But yeah, I think if I just continue the work here, things are going all right. So now I'm going to take the kids and run over to probably Alexander Wilderness Park and collect a little bit of stuff for our Christmas wreath. You know, there's no reason I can't start the Christmas wreath with a couple of these pieces of red willow. These would be good for the ring. I can bend these into a ring, I think, pretty easy. Let's try that.
time again. Daddy, look at my shoe. So Daddy, look.
Your shoe's getting pretty dirty. Nobody's leaving ya. All right, we've driven across town to the north side now, to the Alexander Wilderness Park, where we are going to get plants for our wreath. I see some deer up there. You see them?
Yeah.
See them sitting there? Those plants that they're sitting next to are creeping juniper. That's some of the plants that we need. But I don't know if I want to get it from there because I'll scare the deer. Plus, that's a long way to climb up. I'm sure I can find some lower. Lower on the slope. In fact, I think I see some right here. We can grab that plant on the way back because that'll be easy to grab on the way back. Yeah? Is there somebody coming? I don't think so. I think we're the only crazy people in the coulees right now.
Yeah.
Or the only sane people, I should say. So let's look for some bright, colorful plants. Some things that kind of like live through the winter. That's the whole thing about the wreath, is you're supposed to put some plants that stay green through the winter on the wreath. So you're celebrating for the sun to come back and make summer again. Putting it on your your door so the sun will see and he'll come back. And that's what the Christmas is about. Gonna be summer again before too long. All right, let's put a little bit of this in your bag, Cody. This is creeping juniper. It is an evergreen. And this will be good in our wreath. Look, it's got little blue berries on there. Little juniper berries. You don't eat them though. Only the animals like them.
I don't see it.
Yeah, this plant will be good on our wreath, don't you think? And you can ball it up and put it in your bag. So let me cut some and we'll take some, okay? What is it?
He's talking about the reindeers.
Those deer? Those white-tailed deer? See their white tail sticking up?
Hey, where's my baby?
Yeah.
That's the dad right there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday night I was out here. What? We're waiting. Yeah, yesterday night I was here. I was just right out in here. And there was a bunch of deer. And they let me get real close because I was quiet and I snuck up. Well, I didn't really sneak. They saw me coming. But because I took my time, they were good. Look at that one that's standing up there. That one's got antlers. That's a daddy. That's a boy with the antlers.
Oh.
I got really close to one of the daddies and two of the mommies yesterday. They let me go real close. Until I got too close. There is a too close, at which point they decided to stand up and start getting out of there, so I just backed off.
Do you know mooses?
Moose? Yeah, I know moose.
The one really can taste you.
I know, they taste good. And you know the mustache on my camera?
Yeah.
Did you know that that's moose? That's a moose hair mustache. Keeps the wind out. Kinda.
Took her hair out of moose.
Hmm?
Gordon took her hair out of a moose.
Took something out of a moose?
Yeah, that
Oh, I
mustache.
took the mustache?
Yeah.
I got the whole moose skin with all the hair. But I gotta clean that off and make it into a rawhide at least before it gets ugly, before it gets stinky. It's already starting to get stinky. I don't know about that moose hide. Yeah? You see the beaver's teeth marks there? That's pretty cool.
We don't eat sticks.
No, he just eats the bark. I think he chops down the tree to get to the bark.
Wait.
Remember when I was throwing that grappling hook in there and taking the beaver food? Sometimes a big log would come up because that's part of their food that they cut.
Hey, look, them cut over there.
Oh yes, we're gonna keep going here. Let's keep going.
So we can find Beaver.
Keep exploring. You're okay. Let's go.
Hey, look, there's Beaver marks.
These look like deer. Like deer's been coming through here.
I think them drowned in the water.
Do ya? You don't think those are the same deer we saw on the side of the hill over there?
No. I didn't saw deers in here.
Could be. Could be. Let's keep walking. Let's follow their trail.
Yeah. Let's see how many deers walk here.
Yeah, look at this plant. What is this?
I don't know.
You know what it is? See that leaf you got in your hand? This is the plant that grows from that leaf. It grows that big.
What? Oh.
Yeah, so next summer that plant that you got the leaf probably grow that big. This one's from probably a couple years ago. But if you want, we could put that in the wreath. Should we? All right, let's do that. What's up, buddy? Where's your can? Where's your can? Where's your can? Reid. Go get it.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Let's go.
I think it's found in
Let's go. You can put it in my bag, but you got to go get it.
That's my ouch.
Leave your stick here. Go get your can. Leave your stick here and go get your can.
I hold them.
Yeah, I'll hold your stick. Go get your can. You can put it in my bag. You can't just leave trash out here, man. It's not nice. People come out here, they don't want to see trash.
Ow.
Yeah, yeah, that stuff is stickery. I'll push it down in there. That juniper is very stickery. Let's find Reid's can so we can move on. Where'd you put it? Where's your can?
I lost it.
Yeah, you're not supposed to lose it, Mr. Reid. We gotta find it. Can't go further till we find it. There it is. Come on, it's over here. Let's go. You gotta pick it up because you dropped it. That's the way it works.
Oh no.
What?
Somebody ate Harry.
Oh, gee. All right, there's your Fresca can, my buddy. Go pick it up. It's right there. Right there, Mr. Reid. Go grab it and put it in my bag. Yeah.
That lemon juice tastes really good.
Yeah, I know. But you can only have one every day for those. Even though it doesn't have sugar, if you drink too many, it's not good. There you go.
I got a smashed it. And somebody ate Harry, my little buddy.
I don't know who. Let's keep going. Let's look for more adventure.
Going on adventure,
Doing good, Mr. Reid.
I'm a con these little plants. I'm a con.
Oh, you fall down. Well, stand up. We're almost to the path again. You're okay. This is how we learn to walk in the forest.
Mr. Lion, we are almost to the river.
I know, we're almost to the river, and then we're going to get on the path, the regular path again. You guys did really good walking through the forest. This is how we learn. You're okay. You're okay. We're almost done with this part.
Is this all we need?
We'll just keep picking as we make our way back to the car, okay? These guys are getting a little bit worn out, I think. Especially Mr. Reid, because this is a lot of workout for him, moving through this tall grass. Come on, we're almost done. path is up here. I think I'll pick just a bit more of this brome grass with my scissors. Okay, you guys, we gotta be careful here. Don't go close to the edge, because the edge could break off. See where I'm walking? Not close to the edge. Follow how I'm walking. You're okay.
Wait, walk here.
See, we're gonna go up this way. Come on up here, Mr. Reid. You gotta throw that in. Don't step closer. Throw it from right where you are. Don't step any closer.
Are you falling?
Uh-oh. No, stay away from it. You'll fall in. Let's go. You're okay. We're gonna come to the path really quick here. It's just over here past these trees. You see up there? Oh, there's the big deer with the antler. There's 2 deers with antlers. 2 boys and a girl. 2 bucks and a doe. Or you say stomach. Stomach means a male. Awakashi stomach. Oh, are they gonna fight? Let's see.
Wait, come here.
2 males, sometimes they'll fight.
Wait, I hear people.
I don't think these guys are gonna fight though. Oh, look at that. That's a doe. That's another female. Key. Don't yell at the deer. Reid. Yeah.
Hi. You say hi.
Say, Keromatsin nohpoa.
What that means?
See you all later.
I don't know how to say that.
Keromatsin. Yeah, if you say that, that's pretty good enough. That's for one person, but if it's a bunch like that, there's 4 of them, then you say Keromatsin nohpoa. Keromatsin nohpoa.
There's 2 guys.
Yeah.
There's 1 girl.
What?
It's getting colder and colder.
Yeah. Cold and windy. It's a good time to go home then, hey?
Yeah.
We are on our way back to the parking lot. We didn't get a ton of materials, but I think we got enough that we're gonna be able to make our, if we add the spruce from our front yard, we'll be able to make a pretty decent wreath. So we're gonna go home, have some lunch, and then we'll set up and make a wreath. Kitchen floor. We gotta get it done so it'll be a surprise for your mom and Will when they come home. Just didn't want to bring a jacket, only brought a sweater.
I'm cold. And I need a pee.
Alright, you can squat if you want.
I'm waiting to get home.
Alright. Okay, you could be the camera woman. Alright. So you be the camera woman and I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. Now what was the question you just asked me? Point the camera at me. What was the question you were asking?
How do you do that?
How do I do this? Okay, so what I did, point the camera so they can see it. We had our ring of red willow or red osier dogwood that we picked up from the beaver's food. Get out of the way, right? And I just zip tied that. I kind of twined it together and then zip tied it, or wound it together and zip tied it. Don't read. Don't. Pay attention, and you'll learn how to do this. Okay, so see these zip ties? That's how I'm connecting it, and I'm just putting together a bundle like this. I put a bundle of sticks and then a zip tie, And then if it starts looking crazy like this, I might kind of start bundling it together and zip tying it. And we'll work around one bundle, next bundle.
There's a berry on it.
Yeah, I know, that's cool. It's nice to have berries on it. So you gotta show them with the camera. Camera's dancing around. So there's the berries on the creeping juniper. So yeah, you basically you decide which side is gonna be your back. And that's the side you got against the wall so that you don't see the... Are you going to be the camera person? Cameraman? Alright. Have a go at it. Okay, so do you understand how this is being made? Little bundle of sticks. Alright, you can watch me connect one. Okay? So, we take one of these branches. This is spruce.
Yep.
Come right out of our front yard because we got... Hey. Don't turn the camera away. So I take some of these spruce. No, don't. All right, I'm gonna turn it off. Cody, pause that. Pause that. It's making too much noise for the video. Come on. All right, I'm gonna be real quick here, so you can go back to your video in a minute. So you just take a couple of sprigs off of this. I like maybe 3 decently branched and leaved pieces like this. Then we'll connect that with a piece of creeping juniper. Hey Cody, don't go away with that, come on. Connect that with a good piece of creeping juniper in the front. And these kind of have a front and a back to them too, so you gotta kind of select where the front and back is. This juniper, set it in a little bit better like this. Choose the spot here. Yeah. Point it down so they can see. Like this. Like this. Boom. Right there. See? Whoop. Keep it there. Alright, so you get your bundle against, and it's kind of next row down from this one. Next little bit down from that one. And you're not holding it steady. You're trying. 3-year-old cameraman at the works here, so what can you say?
I see Ryan.
Yeah, I see Ryan. Alright.
I see Polly.
Put your zip tie.
I see Ryan's hands.
Hey, you're just showing him your feet now. Right there. Zip tie. Flip it around. Bring the zip tie to the back. Tighten it. Tighten it. And then cut off the end. Boom, and you're ready to make your next bit, and so on. And then we'll tighten it up. It's gonna look really nice. Watch and see. You'll see the finished product's gonna be good. Yeah, I know, big boy. Okay, so here is the almost finished product. Probably got a little bit of trimming to do once I got it on the wall. I'm using another zip tie just as a kind of a hang-in loop to attach my nail on the wall. Here's what it looks like from the front, but we'll get it on the wall. We'll play with it a little bit, look at it again. Okay, here's the finished product up on the wall. My door is opening and closing in the wind. Hold on. Sticky latch. Yeah, finished product on the wall. I did experiment tying a polka dot handkerchief in here a little bit, trying to jazz it up some, like a ribbon kind of a thing. I've been saving this polka dot handkerchief for an offering, and I do plan to make this wreath an offering when we're done with it. It's only meant to be last through the Christmas season here. So, but there it is. Took me about an hour and a half tinkering around to get everything, you know, just the way I like it. You know, it's full, thick, little bit awkward, but nice. Way better, I think, than a store-bought. If we had some bright red fruits still on the trees here that the birds hadn't already stolen away, you know, if there were even more rose hips or something like that, I might add that element to give it a little bit of red jazz in there. I tried to integrate the red willow that the frame is made of as part of that, you know, to kind of bring out some of the red. So I do have sprigs of it here, but it just doesn't shine through like it needs to give that little bit of red accent that's really nice on a Christmas wreath. But I like it. I think it's really cool. It's got the little bit of the autumn caught up in there still, you know. Yeah, I like it. And to me, it's a representation of Natosi, the sun. So, and it's talking about, you know, like I was trying to tell the kids in the coulee, Christmas is about celebrating the return of the sun. And we're, you know, it's like putting his symbol on our home. Be fun to see how Chelsea responds.
Mama!
Oh, baby!
Mommy, are we
See what we
going to
make?
the party?
That is cool.
Mommy, are we going to I'll fly it onto the park.
Oh my God, really?
Why is it a stick?
Oh, stick?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Are you going to the birthday?
Well, we gotta go pick up your brother. So put on your shoes. We'll go pick him up.